Welcome back. This is still Guide Review. A quote from Charles Bukowski said, "Sometimes you climb out of bed in the morning and you think, I'm not going to make it. But you laugh inside, remembering all the times that you felt that way." Now, we can all attest to the fact that dealing and maintaining our sanity in this era is nothing but tedious and exhausting. The pandemic seems to have taken a great toll on us, where quite a number of people are experiencing a mental breakdown or a mental problem. However, the best kind of support to be given out to such persons isn't there. Now, it is with this reason that May 10th to May 16th has been declared a mental health awareness week, where we all need to fight for stable mental health. Do we need to evaluate ourselves by seeking for help psychologically? Or like many would just put it, just take a vacation to clear our heads? Dr. Emmanuel Azusong is here to clarify certain things with us on our mental well-being. Send your concerns and views to us on Facebook or Instagram at Daily Guide Network, or to me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Wallace Brown. Dr. Azusong.
Hello, Sharon.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
I'm blessed, I would say, to have you on my show today. Now, this week we are all being entreated to check ourselves psychologically, but then people don't really seem to get what it means when we talk about mental health or mental well-being. So in very simple, basic terms, tell us what exactly it is.
Yeah, so when you talk about mental health, mental health is simply a state of psychological, okay, or a state in which your mind is stable. That is just what all mental health is all about.
Okay.
So our body, for instance, would always seek homeostasis. Our body would always seek to get a balance in us. So if, for instance, you have you inhale in something like a virus goes into your body, it is foreign to your body.
Yes,
and
that's
so
true.
by the fact that there is a foreign body in your body will develop some form of fights towards it. So in the process of your body fighting this foreign body, that is when it amasses the white blood cells to give an immune response to the foreigner. In the process, like they always say, when two elephants are fighting, it is the ground that suffers. So as your body's soldiers are fighting the virus,
The host suffers.
the host suffers. So you begin to get feverish, you get a runny nose, and all of that. And this is as a result of the body releasing certain chemicals onto you. So these are the things that would make you feel unwell physically.
Okay.
And it is the same scenario when it comes to mental health.
Okay.
So when you have just that in this time around, it is not a physical object. It is intangible and invisible. So if you have, let's say, a thought, or if you have a stressor coming into your mind or into your body or your system, i.e., you lose a spouse, this is big, right?
Yes, it is.
So the fact that this is big and causes an imbalance in your normal routine and your normal mind, and the fact that you're going to think about, I'm not going to be with my partner, I'm not going to see my partner again, and all those kind of things, this will result in an imbalance in your mind. And so this imbalance in your mind and thoughts is what will then say that, yes, you are mentally ill.
Okay.
So for someone to be mentally healthy, then the person must have a sound mind. In that the thoughts and emotions must be in sync.
Okay.
That is what we mean when we say that somebody is mentally well.
Okay.
It means that your mind
Sound.
is sound and well.
Okay. And talking about this, having a sound mind, are there any factors that may trigger one's sound mind that would negatively impact the person's mental well-being?
Yeah, so like I said, it's stresses. So a stressor is anything that causes an imbalance in your body.
Okay.
So, and it's mostly your mind. That's a stressor. You can have a positive stressor, and you can have a negative stressor.
There are two types.
There are two types, positive and negative. The negative stressor is what we call distress.
Wow. Okay.
D-I-S.
Okay.
And stress. This. So distress. So that's a negative stressor. And a positive stressor is called a eustressor. So, for instance, you have gotten a promotion at work. That's a stressor, right?
Yeah, it is.
But this stressor is going to make you feel good. It's going to make you want to work hard because your normal routine is going to change because they have added more workload onto you. However, this stressor is going to make you smile more because more money in your pocket. But on the other side, if you have a negative stressor like losing a partner, like losing your job, this is also a stressor, but it's a negative stressor.
Okay.
But in normal parlance, we would just usually say that you are stressed to mean negatively.
Okay.
But you need some amount of stress in order to function.
Yes.
You need some optimum amount of stress in order to function. So, for instance, I'm going to come on air now, and then I begin to feel a bit anxious, a bit, this is exactly is going to affect me, and so this would make me prepare well for the session.
Okay.
So that is a stressor because it's an imbalance. This is not my normal routine, and because of that, we call that a stressor. So you need that amount of stress to be able to function. However, if this stress, or i.e., if this negative stressor overcomes your body's balance, like I was talking about the virus. So if the virus comes into your body, two things would either happen. Your soldiers in your body, your white blood cells, may be able to fight it. And then you realize that you have a cold or flu for 2 days and it goes away. It means that your body has won the battle.
Okay.
On the other hand, if your body is unable to fight it, you would get so sick, so warm, you will lose your appetite, you will get headache and all of that. And in the end, you'd have to go for reinforcement. So you are simply calling on more soldiers to come and help you fight the foreigner. So your call on more soldiers is you going to the hospital to see a doctor, where the doctor will make you run some labs and give you medications. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So it is in the same vein when it comes to mental health. So if you get this mind stress or this imbalance in your mind may be able to overcome it. And then you realize that, today I'm feeling a bit sad because Kofi insulted me at work. And after a day or two, you are fine.
You're fine.
Your body has overcome it.
Okay.
On the other end, it may happen to the extent that your body is unable to overcome this. And so it will make you continuously worried. You come to work and you are irritable, and somebody decides to say, "Oh, hi."
It becomes
and then you become, you get what I'm trying to say. Then you get to the house and you're all moody, you are crying, you are unable to eat, you lose weight, and all this result in a vicious cycle. So that is the underlying physiology behind mental illnesses. Okay. So once you are able to withstand this imbalance, then you would say that yes, somebody has succumbed to a mental illness. Okay. However, there are some people who have, by virtue of their certain predispositions in them, they are unable to withstand certain stresses. Stress, yes. You get what I'm trying to say. For instance, if I should ask you that, come on, Shari, let's do a press up. Maybe you may be able to go only 5. 2. You see? So, but I may be able to go 10 or 15. So your body is unable to withstand an amount of stress. And it is the same way. So somebody insults you, you may be able to withstand it. I may not be able to withstand it. And it will have a toll on you. So, and the reason is because of hereditary, their genetics, their makeup, and then how their upbringing, how they were able to overcome certain things and all that. So that, we would say, is the underlying factor behind people developing a mental illness. Okay. Inability, to overcome negative stresses. Okay. So that's the basic underlying factor to it. And it can be numerous and all those kind of things. So like the predisposition I'm talking about, genetics, people who smoke, people who drink alcohol, their personality, and all of these things can, increase a person's predisposition to getting mental illness. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so quickly, let me just ask you this. Do vacations even work at all? When
Do
vacations, taking break, taking vacation, do they help when it comes to trying to de-stress?
yeah.
They really do.
So the question is, do vacations help in relieving
Yes.
stress?
Yes.
All right. So let me ask you this. So, you said vacation, right? I'm going to take you on a vacation to Kologono Beach, and we are going to see the Kole Lagoon, and we are going to live by the Kole Beach. And when I say the Kole Beach, you know what I mean. I'm talking about the Odona area. It's a vacation, right? Is it going to help you relieve your stress? I'm throwing the question back to you.
Not really.
Exactly. So it depends on the individual, and it depends on where you are going.
Okay.
Maybe your partner has asked you to go on a vacation to their village in Adidomi. You see, but it is not a place that you would want to go, right?
Maybe.
And because you will not want to go there, definitely such a vacation is even going to add more stress into you and worsen your. You got what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I
so
do.
when you ask me, do vacations really help you to de-stress? The question really is where you go to and the individual.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe in your instance, for instance, is you going on a vacation to Santorini is what is going to help you to distress, or
really
going to Royal Saint-Chi and all that.
Maybe.
Yes. And the question is yes. Vacations do help in releasing stress because I said it depends on the individual, and it depends on where you are going.
To.
If where you are going to is going to make you happy, then yes, vacations would help.
Okay.
Because the moment your thought of going to this particular place makes you happy, is as a result of a release in the feel-good hormone, serotonin, the happy hormone.
Okay.
So your going there would trigger that to be released, and it will make you happy. But if, on the other hand, if going to my village in Adidomi is not going to make you happy, then obviously a vacation is not going to help you to release your
Dr.
stress.
Azusong, are you sure?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I might take a visit to your place and find out if indeed I won't be happy or not.
Let's see how
I
it
need
goes.
to find out. Now, there was this word I chanced on during my research. It spoke about personality disorder that affect how people react or behave towards others, including themselves. Now, are people like these having any kind of disorder, or, in simple terms, people who like to keep to themselves? Is it some form of disorder?
Yeah, so let me help you over here. So when you talk about a personality disorder, they are enduring, and the word is enduring traits.
Yes.
And then you diagnose somebody of a personality disorder after the person has turned more than 18 and above.
Okay.
So it's enduring. So it starts from childhood and then it goes on before you can make a diagnosis of a personality disorder. And it has to be pervasive.
Okay.
And before you make a diagnosis of somebody having a personality disorder, then one, it must affect the person's occupational function, the person's social function as well, before you can make a diagnosis of a personality disorder. And there are three main types. We have the cluster A, cluster B, and then cluster C.
Okay.
And each of these ones have like about 3 or 2 different types of personality disorders. So your question of somebody likes to keep to himself,
yes.
Is it a disorder or not?
Yes.
The question really is it causing distress to the person?
Okay.
That is because everybody has a particular personality. This is who I am. This is who I am. This is what I like to do. And so there is really nothing like this should be the right personality, because every different person, every individual has his own personality. Right. I like to watch football every freaking day.
Okay.
Alone. Do I have a personality disorder?
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Yes. I like to go to church every day, and I can spend the whole day in church. Do I have a personality disorder? The question really is it affecting your function? Is it a concern to people. Social functioning, occupational functioning. These are key things before we can make a diagnosis of personality disorder. So I'll be very careful to say that somebody who keeps to himself is having a personality disorder.
Because we are all different.
Because we are all different.
Okay.
A person might be just an introvert and wants to keep to himself. Does that mean that if I like to hang around with the people, an extrovert, do I have a personality disorder?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not cast in stone that if somebody likes to keep to himself, it means that the person has a personality disorder or the person has a mental illness. No. The question really is this how he was
before he turned 18?
Is this how he was?
Okay.
Whichever.
Okay.
You know the person's behavior.
Okay.
You know the person's lifestyle. You know what the person's like to do. The person likes to do or does not like to do. Has then been a change in behavior? You know that this person is very bubbly and likes to hang around with people and talks a lot, but for the past 2-3 weeks, he keeps to himself. That is what really is what we are usually looking for.
Oh, okay. And before I go on a break, there's this question I just want to chip in. Would you say overthinkers are mentally unstable?
Would I say that overthinkers are
mentally unstable? You know, there are people who just can't help it. They would like to, but I would say I'm one of them.
I was just going to ask you that.
Am I mentally unstable?
I was just going to ask you that.
Yes,
Sharon, do you overthink?
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
I always find myself in that situation. So now that you are here, let me know. Am I mentally unstable?
Yeah. So is Albert Einstein an overthinker? Aristotle an overthinker? Is Osofo Kantanka an overthinker? These are things
people
that
who look into the future.
What are you thinking about? What is the content of your thought?
Okay.
So if you come and we are going to have a mental assessment on you, really that's what we are looking for. If your case is that, Charlie, what am I going to do to ensure that DGN moves forward? What policies am I going to put in place to ensure that DGN moves forward? Oh, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to get this amount of revenue and all of that.
Right.
And then you bring these policies on board, and then all the time you're always thinking forward and all that. That's thinking, right?
Yes.
Would that constitute a disorder? Would that constitute an abnormality? I'm sure if you ask President Akufo-Addo, he will tell you that he thinks a lot because of the vast amount of work he has to do.
Yes.
Yeah. So we look into the content of your thought. So in assessing somebody's thinking, we would assess your stream of thought.
Okay.
We would assess the form of your thought. We would assess your content. We would assess your thought possession, and we would assess your thought control. And there are a lot of things that go into each of these things. I will not want to bore you with some of these terminologies and the intricate the details of it. But really, what we are looking at is the content of your thoughts.
Okay.
Is it a thought of denial, self-denial? Is it a thought of weightlessness? Is it a thought of hopelessness?
Okay.
Is it a thought of helplessness? These are the things that we would consider to be unusual, to be abnormal. Okay. Are they thoughts of suicide? Are you brooding thoughts of homicide? Are you brooding thoughts of suicide?
Right.
These are the things that we will look at. Okay. Somebody can be sitting down, immersed in deep thought, and you may think that the person is thinking about how to bring an end to coronavirus, but yet the person is thinking or having a plan on how he's going to kill himself. So really, it's the content of what you are thinking about that is important to us, but not necessarily overthinking.
Okay. So it all boils down to the content and
Exactly.
Okay.
So now I'm going to ask our viewers and I'm sure our viewers and every other person wants to know that since Sharon says that she overthinks, what has Sharon been thinking about?
Everything related to me and my future.
Sure.
All right, we'll take a quick break here. We'll continue right after this.